Okay, did you see that? 1-1. The game is now 1-1. So, yeah, here we are. We're live at 8 o'clock on Tuesday, and it's baseball night. Got the TV on over here, but of course I'm not going to show you the TV. I mean, I don't want to get into any problems with MLB. So I've got it on my phone. Thank you, ESPN, for your handy apps. You know, there's so many handy apps. So, let's see here. By the way, the stream looks good. I think the audio looks good. And it is officially 8 o'clock. Let's see here. Where is my video at? Let's see. Check. 1, 2, 2. See if I can find. I don't see the video. Let me see if I can find that. Man, I put stuff. There we go. You know, I try to be able to find it. Okay, so here we go. Let's play some, I got everything going crazy. Hey, what's going on? You guys are joining me? Alright, here we go. I love this video. This is the official Auto Transport Intel YouTube live stream transport trailer video. I've been running this every time the last few shows. It's always good to see a transporter on the screen. Alright, so that's it. That's the video clip. Okay, so we're now live and we're looking at the baseball game on the app. It's 1-1. I don't know if you're a baseball fan or not, but you know, occasionally I watch baseball, but rarely do I watch a whole game. So, let's pull up the live chat and see who's in here with us. Hey, Moises. All right, cool. Yeah, you did email me about the weight calculation. So, okay, you can hear me loud and clear. That's awesome. In fact, do me a favor before I answer your question, Moises, and I hope I'm saying that correctly. If I'm too loud, if I'm too quiet, please let me know, because I'm just not clear on how that audio volume is coming through, but it should be just about right. On the weight calculation, so what I'm hoping is, as other car haulers come in here, I want to get a clear answer from a car hauler on the weight calculation. My understanding is this, and this is why I want to preface this by saying this is one of the main reasons why I think you want to have your CDLA, is that you don't have to worry about calculating this specific margin of GVWR, gross vehicle weight rating. If you don't have a awesome, thank you. If you don't have a CDLA, then I believe you have a 26,000 pound limitation. And please clarify that, but I think you were saying that, Moises, in your email to me. And that 26,000, or whatever it is, includes the weight of your truck, the weight of your trailer, and then what's left over is what you can actually haul. So if you lose half of that 26,000 just on your rig, then you are basically left with, if you think of it, if a smart car weighs about 3,000 pounds, which I think it does, let's go ahead and see if we can pull up the curb specs on a smart car. Curb weight smart car. I think it's about 3,000. I mean, I know that's what a light sedan is. Oh, 1,600 pounds. Awesome. So you're going to be great with smart cars because 1,600 times 3. Hey, what's up, David? Hey, David, do me a favor and help me make sure the audio's good. But I think I'm at negative 0.5 dB, which I think last time I lowered it too much. And I'm not going with the 0 dB, which seemed to kind of blow out on the video on the replay. I mean, I had to lower it on both computer and mobile phones, so keep me posted. 26,001 pounds. All right, David, thank you. And basically what we're talking to Moise about is that 26,001 pounds, you've got to take out the weight of your truck, take out the weight of your trailer, and whatever's left is what you get to use for actually hauling, which isn't enough if you consider the average curb weight of a sedan at 3,500 pounds. That's a small sedan, right? 3,500 times 3, 10,500. So hopefully your rig didn't take up that 15,000, that first 15,000. Am I right on that, David? I think I am. Let's see. Do you work with rookie car hauler? Not much, to be honest. I mean, I've been through a lot of different haulers that I've worked with, and at one point I was working for, my record is 7 car haulers at a time. I don't do that anymore, and I only work for a couple actually so that I can keep this channel going, because this is really my focus now, and you know, we all sacrifice something to be a part of something else. So no, I don't really do much dispatching. I just dispatch for a couple of guys, and then I do the show. 2 or 3 tops. So I'm actually looking for a dispatch service to recommend, and I pulled up earlier. I don't know if I can recommend them, but I'd like to recommend somebody. M&J Dispatch Service, I think. mjdispatchservice.com. They're in Houston, and I don't know much about them. I used to know somebody there, and is my face taking up the whole screen? Man, let's move that. So, you know, there we go. I'm the video switcher too. So normal productions have a video switcher to take care of the screen stuff, like on Fox News. I love those screens and graphics, and I guess we'll get there. But M&J Dispatch Service, from what I know, is a dispatch service you could call, check in with them. 832 number, you know, that's Houston, and see if they can guide you in a direction. So, if you pull for money, you have to have a CDL. That's right. I mean, that's the bottom line, is that I don't think you can really be a long-term car hauling business and not have a CDL. But I understand if you don't yet, and you know you're working your way up, I get that. But yeah, you're just really gonna want to get one. So it means if I want to pull for business, I need to have a CDL. Yes, that's right. Okay, even if it's a 3-car, yes, that's right. And if you cross state lines, you need an MC number. So this is really interesting. Is that yeah, it's no secret. I'm a dispatcher. Some would say that I have no business trying to excuse me. It's like I swallowed a fly. Trying to consult with truckers about, you know, weight ratings, truck size, and you know, I'm learning along with everybody else other than the long-term veterans. But putting that information together, learning about it, has actually been really insightful, and I've got a blog post coming out soon. It's almost done with the steps to, you know, really start from zero to 2-3 years down the road of being a car hauling business. I have yet to find an article that actually covers all this stuff. Given new technologies, 21st century car hauling, this is a comprehensive blog post. and spanning many pages. But I also try to condense it, keep it brief, keep it informative, providing links, numbers. I'm pretty excited about it. So, in fact, I hope you've seen my. By now, I hope you've watched my latest video, the Stoneridge EZ-ELD. This is really cool. Is that I've talked with Stoneridge. Obviously, I talked to him before I got the product, but it wasn't a long conversation. You know, some talk, and I told him I wanted to try it out. And then I tried it out, made the video, and obviously I couldn't connect it to my car, but they already knew that. I didn't know it, but I wasn't worried about it. I wanted to see the product because I know that drivers are waiting to see what happens. And number one, I already know that ELD is happening. I mean, it's happening. The reason I'm saying that is that the OOIDA already fought in court. The court battle is over. And if the court battle's over, then everything else is just, it's a domino, and it will happen. So the FMCSA wants it to happen. I'm guessing the Washington lobbyists siding with the FMCSA want it to happen, and then the court, I mean, the judgment, I'm not sure exactly what the judgment was, but I know that the appeal failed. It's happening. So we need to know what it is, we need to know how to use it, we need to know who the providers are, and we got to get on board. And we don't want to wait until the last minute. You don't want to wait till the last minute on anything, right? I mean, you can't. But you also, and if you do wait till the last minute, I think that you're really you're possibly gonna end up with a problem, because you're going to be rushing. There's an authorized list of ELD providers. Dang it, I'm not finding it at the moment. It's registered ELD, FMCSA registered ELD. Okay, search for that and you will see. And the reason I'm pulling that up is I always like to back up information with facts. Otherwise, it's all speculation and hearsay, and that's just, that's no good for any jury. So, here's your list of registered ELDs. So you could go here, you could check it out. Let's go ahead and pop that into, see if this works. Boom. Okay, you can click on the link and you can see the registered ELDs. Now, I hope, let's see, what do we got here? I want to keep checking this out. What can car haulers charge? Let's see, you can pull for money, CDL, DOTs. Right, exactly. My buddy, David Williams, says, my buddy asked a DOT officer, and he said it'll be a while to implement fully. True. But, since the law is, and, here's one of the things, that we like to quote law like it's scripture, as if the two were the same, and maybe they are, I don't know. But this is a law. So, all those other laws you like to quote, well, start quoting this law, because December 18th, this law exists. You've got to have an ELD in your truck. You have to be able to show a DOT officer on your app that you're using the ELD. That's all you need to do, is my understanding. You get 6 months before you know how to fully use the thing and all that stuff. But if you got nothing, if the box is sitting on the floor and you're pulling wires out, well, it's not going to work. And you don't want to end up with an ELD that's not on this registered ELDs list. Alright. So, yeah. So I've talked to Stoneridge. They like the video. They appreciate it. In fact, now I think I'm talking to them more about, marketing aspects and reaching the market, because I think I see what's going to happen. I'm going to go to that in a second. Looking for ELD, have only one vehicle. Every company that I called, they do it for big fleet. Any recommendations for a 1 CMV? Thank you, Jose. That's perfect timing to ask me that question, because I'm headed right down this road. Now, I don't have an arrangement with Stoneridge, but I do like their product. Okay? I found this site, eldratings.com/reviews. You can check it out too. Okay? You can go here, and I don't know who runs this site, and I don't know why they've got it going. I submitted a review earlier for Stoneridge. Check this out. This is kind of cool. This drop down here, you can click it, and you can choose in what order. Right now it's alphabetical. Let's choose the rating. Well, that's weird. How does that show up at top? Because I rated it? Probably. I don't know. But anyway, Stoneridge is on top there. All right, but here's what we want to look at. Let's start with the price, because to me, it's the price that dictates what you're probably going to look at first. Viz Track Hours of Service, ELD, number one, never heard of it, so that's not good. I think that if you haven't heard of it, you're not going to pick it. If it's too expensive, you're not going to pick it. So Blue Ink at $295, and this is interesting. This is a 3-year cost, which is interesting. That's the best price. What concerns me is how good is the product, because it can't be too cheap and still be. What's interesting in my video, I found out this is a complicated product in that it needs to connect to your engine through your diagnostic port. So that's right there. 10% of the competition probably blows it. You know how these things can be. And then you need to have a good enough app that easily installs and then syncs with the device. You probably just lost another 10% of the competition there, unless you like spending time in technical support. So, again, I don't know about this company, but that's why, right there, that's why you're either going to think about KeepTruckin. Obviously, KeepTruckin knows what they're doing. BigRoad probably knows what they're doing. You would assume Rand McNally knows what they're doing, but I read a negative review about them recently. JJ Keller, I've heard good things. And let's see. BigRoad. Oh, Garmin's not on here. I heard bad things about them too. Okay, so the problem is BigRoad and KeepTruckin seem to be at more of the fleet price, like you're talking about, that's a problem, because nobody wants this thing, so you're not going to spend much money. You're going to try to go with zero if you can. I wouldn't advise that. That's another reason I like Stoneridge. The unit, it's actually on Amazon right now for $150, so you buy the unit, and then the subscription is $15 a month, and that's just ongoing. That's not bad. So, is this number correct? I don't think that's right. $619? Oh yeah, $619 for 3 years. Okay, that's a price. Let's see what else we got here. Did you get a response at Delia Ramos? There are many on Amazon that are approved. Yeah, and that's the thing is that's what makes it so difficult, is that there are many approved, as we can see from this list. Not that list. What's the score, anyways? Anybody watching? Is anybody watching the game? I'm just going to go back to that for a second while I'm pulling up the... Nobody has said if they're watching the game. It's 1-1. Oh, what are they doing? They're getting to the bottom of this... Oh, they're in the middle of the fifth? Oh, okay, it's commercial break. You know, they're running commercials... let's see, let me click my, there we go. Where's my switcher? Get back to work. They're running commercials like it's the Super Bowl. Obviously, you know, there's, mayhem, and here's the He-Man commercial, for the insurance. It's pretty funny. Okay, so, yes, there are many approved, and I think that's one of the reasons it's so difficult to pick, because if you've got 40 to 50 approved providers, there's no way to whittle out like Rolling Trans. You've never heard of it. It's $1,000 over 3 years. I think probably companies like that, if the company you work with somehow has a fleet solution that partnered with Rolling Trans, then that's your ELD. But if you're somebody you're a one-man show on the market looking for a solution, you know, that you just totally skip that. It looks like an ad, right? Samsara, skip it. Video road log looks expensive, skip it. Am I right? Okay. What can you pull and stay under 26,000? I still don't know the answer to that either. I worked for a guy, 3-car hauler. He had the 26,000 restriction. I could never get him booked. Oh, it was really a hassle. And I hate to say that. It's almost like it's rigged. Like, if you don't have a CDLA, you really can't be, you just can't be a busy professional car hauler. The system won't let you. They may as well just say, you're going to need a CDL. Am I right, David? Do you think I'm right? I have a 3-car truck and trailer rated under 26,000. There's Delia. Every time I say something, somebody proves me wrong. I shouldn't talk at all. Been pulling for over a year now with no problem. Just have a business license, DOT insurance. David says very risky. Yeah. I stay in Washington State, though. You know, that's true. If you stay local and you know, you could pull that off. I mean, it's almost like, you're almost like a large tow truck. You're a 3-car hauling single flatbed. And you're running local runs, auction to dealer, which can also be lucrative. It's amazing how it's the short distance runs that tend to make the most money. The longer the distance, the lower the cents per mile. And sure, that makes sense to me. Late, but here. All right, cool. Don't matter, it's federal DOT. That's why it's really helpful. It really helps me having car haulers in here responding on live chat, because I definitely need the I need the drivers with CDLs on the road doing the heavy lifting to confirm or disagree with some of the jargon I spew. That's true. Into 3,500 with Kaufman 3-car, only truck and trailer with fuel. It's almost 15,000 pounds, and that's what I thought. That's why you only have, if you have 10,500 ish, which basically eats up 3 small sedans. I don't think you can get a truck with 2 cars. Maybe you certainly can't get a cargo van or you know, anything heavy, and maybe in Washington where you're at that works out. But I know that most of the load boards when I'm searching, I mean, I'm seeing the, you know, like you look in Texas. Let's do a Texas search. And even, I mean, we could do a Washington search. I did a Washington search for somebody else earlier. Let's get my switcher. And send me an email, by the way. You can send me an email to autotransportintel@gmail.com. And if you've got something you want me to look at, you want to ask a specific question off of the chat, I can easily take 12,000. That's pretty cool. I mean, 4,000, you know, the curb weight of a, let's say a 2010 Ford F-150. But I mean, you know, you're thinking about how many gallons you've got in the tank at that point too, which, you know, if you're really on your game, that's pretty cool. You know, that's one of the things I'm actually talking about in my auto transport business post, is that ultimately you want to find your niche, be a specialty carrier. So Delia, if you have found your niche of sliding in between 10 and 12,000 pounds per load locally, just keep doing it. With 32 gallons of fuel with extra tank. Check Atlanta to Orlando. You got it. Again, anything I say at any time can be wrong, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. That's cool. Prove me wrong. It won't be hard to do. unless you're searching for vehicles. That's my specialty. Now, I have argued with many people when it comes to searching for vehicles, or what's a good load, or what's a fair deal. Yeah, I have. I don't like it, but, you know, when something isn't true, like when a broker's trying to tell me something that isn't true, man, that is not the best situation. You know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying. Or trucks year of 2000 under exempt from ELD. Yeah, that's another thing. If you are going to, if you're gonna roll late December, and just you're convinced you're exempt of ELD, you had better check with a DOT officer. Because I even saw a panel where a business owner was defending farmers that are under the freaking ELD rule. And these guys are hauling grain and livestock, and they're like, dude, you're altering our business with this thing. So, just, you know, be sure. Atlanta to Orlando. So what are we looking for? Atlanta to Orlando. Go ahead and let me know, Mevo, what we're trying to do. But all right, private to private U-ship code. Got to have a U-ship account. If you don't have a U-ship account, then you're gonna be jumping through hoops if you book that. But a Ford Explorer, 58 cents a mile. That's COD. That's cool. Tahoe at 45 cents a mile. No. Chevy Express commercial cutaway. You know. Oh, Rick's Auto Marketing. I like working with him. But it's basically two vehicles for $1 a mile. So that's two vehicles for 50 cents a mile. You know, if you had the right spot for it, maybe. 1971 Dodge pickup, Daytona Beach. Okay, why is it paying $1.16 a mile? 1971. Something tells me this thing is semi to partially inoperable. There's something wrong. It's not listed. Just ask your questions before you book that. Atlanta to Port Orange. Make sure, especially in Florida, if you think it's a port vehicle, ask if it is. Oh, here we go. Anybody know what this means? Let's see here. Please reply if you know what 250, 350 means. Does that mean, hey, 250, 350? No, it doesn't. Can you check South Carolina? Oh, still waiting for MC to start hauling. Dave, I'm out here doing it 5 days a week, completely legally. I take 3 trucks, but I get 3 cars. Supporting the family with this gig. Keep going, Delia. That's what it's about, you know? Make it happen. You're doing it. I believe it. I really do. Anything is possible. Jose, don't do it. Still waiting for MC, but I want to start hauling. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's cool, man. This is cool. Car haulers being real. What he's saying is, if you start hauling without an MC, you could blow everything before you even get started. You get the wrong DOT officer, and man, I'll tell you what, Jose, watch some DOT officer videos and think about you standing there explaining that your MC authority's in the mail. Just think about that. So, it could happen. It could happen. All right, anybody know what 250, 350 means? It means, you know what it means. It means that you get 250, but the load's paying 350, and $100 goes to the broker. So when you think about that, after you've done all that work from Atlanta to Port Orange, how many miles is that? Why doesn't it say? It used to say the miles, didn't it? It's weird. I thought this used to say the miles. Oh, yeah, no, there it is. 442. All right, so there you are. You drove the 500 miles. You did the pickup. You did the delivery. You did all the work. You're going to collect $350, and you're going to write a check to Cybermar for $100. And he's going to call you every day wondering where his money is. Now, probably a great company. I'm just saying that when you know that you missed out on $100, I have talked to brokers about this. Find a way not to let the driver know, if you can. I mean, maybe you can't. But if you're gonna, if you're gonna get like, golden slippers off a load, just don't let the driver know. That's my advice. So now I know. I know the load was worth $350 and the driver gets $250. Okay. If you could please shoot me an email. Cool. I'll send you an email. LBG Autopaul. I don't know why, but well, I'll do that. I'll do that. No, I'm gonna do it now, man. LBG. Why am I leaning over? I got computers all over the place. Because when you're a dispatcher, and like when I woke up this morning, LBG auto call at let's see, hello. All right, Paul. I just LBG. Do I have it right? And I triple check everything. It's a freaking habit. But I mean, I woke up this morning, I was groggy, and I have had to book a car the moment I woke up. And that's how you know you're a veteran. If you could do anything the moment you woke up, then you know you're a veteran, which is pretty funny. Okay. You can pull or not with regular license? Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Check their website daily. That's a good idea. I mean, if you've already applied and it's in process, I know it can take a while. Everything takes a while. That's one of the problems. Where's the best shop for insurance? Man, that's another good question. I don't really know insurance companies personally. As a dispatcher, when I request certificates of insurance, usually I'm just part of their busy work, and so it's not a relationship that I actually forge. Though, I mean, I've talked to a couple in the past. I can't remember. Insurance companies come and go. Progressive is, I know they're more expensive, but they're amazing to deal with, and you can get certificates on the fly by logging in, and you can create your own insurance certificate. That is amazing. Call Central Dispatch. Talk to Stan Cooley. He'll explain how you can do this. He has helped me a bunch. That is cool. Very cool. I don't know Stan Cooley, but there is nothing like having the name and extension of a contact at any company, whether it's a brokerage, dealership, car hauling software, and yeah, that's a really good tip. Delia, you definitely have your ducks in a row, which is the whole point of this. Hey, let's check the game again. Anybody want to check the game? What do we got here? I know. So what I did is I pulled it up on my phone. Let me get my switcher back here. Okay, so it's 1-1. Is anybody even watching the game? I'm actually curious about that. I'm assuming some people are. But it's been 1-1. I mean, this is baseball. That's the thing. That's why I really can't watch an entire baseball game or an entire NFL game without doing something else. It's just 3 hours. That's cool, man. I mean, that's great, but that's long, isn't it? I don't know. I'm sure in our industry we're always doing something while we're watching a game, and then we stop and then we forget about the game. So it's 1-1. The Dodgers started this game 1 with like a home run right off the bat. So literally, yeah, it's like, yeah, you know what? It is a. I can feel the energy of the game, which is cool. That's actually one of the reasons why, if any sport, I'll tune in for the finals. World Cup, that was awesome. Hockey, those final games are awesome. So, yeah, it is pretty cool. Okay, Alright, we're halfway through. By the way, at the end of this episode, I'm going to play a truck driving game on my phone. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't done that before. Okay. Let's go back to... Alright, I'm going to ask you guys. Do we want to keep searching for cars? Do we want to talk about ELDs? Or should we keep talking about MC Authority, GVWR, FMCSA? We could do that. So let me know. Because this show really is, I don't have an exact plan because I want to make this show about what car haulers are talking about with some dispatch information. In fact, I'm going to go through a couple more of these because I think this is interesting to give you my take on some stuff. Cars Arrive, you have to check the Cars Arrive site to book a vehicle. So even though I saw it on Central, I'm going to check Cars Arrive, Georgia to Florida. Georgia to Florida. Alright. I think it was this one. Was it the one to Ocala? It was. Atlanta, Ocala, Passat. So that's there. That's cool. Cool. And you know that on Cars Arrive, you click on the magnifying glass, right? You can accept the load, and you're good to go. So, I really do like Cars Arrive and Ready Auto. These are great load boards. Oh man, I'm in the way again. Where's my switcher? See, where's the switcher when you need him? You couldn't even see that. Let's go back. I'll just recap here. You look at the load, Atlanta to Ocala. You click on the magnifying glass, and there's your load. So, always, if you see it on Central for Cars Arrive or Ready Auto or Metrogistics or United Road, always check with those brokers to make sure it still exists. Let's see what we got here. Alright, I got just a private message from one of my viewers. Man, I agree with you. That's actually probably one of the reasons why we're overregulated, is because, and that applies to anything, right? Think of any regulation. It's to make sure that the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Alright, I'll just say that. So, I know. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Alright, so, and these in-ops, that's good that it's winches needed can be loaded business hours. So a winch is needed can be loaded business hours. That's 2 reasons to ask for more money. You tell me to get a winch out, I ring the register. You tell me that you have specific business hours, I ring the register. Luckily, it's COD, because if this was a 30-day pay, I wouldn't even think about it. But I do want to know, does it have any damage? Atlanta to Orlando, that's good. Ram ProMaster, 82 cents a mile. More money. You said Pro. If you say VIP, Pro, or Master, I want more money. F-150 for 49 cents a mile. I want more money. Freightliner, Toyota Tacoma, 40 cents. I want more money. Oh, look. Small. 2 doors. Small. Outside. Runs. So, like, my favorite reference ID ever, true story, was Sweet Old Lady. It was like 1965 Buick Electra. 35 cents a mile. Sweet Old Lady. That's awesome, okay? But this is a business. I mean, it's great if, like, it's for your cousin and he's super cool and he's really good at Frisbee. That's great. But this is a business. I mean, I don't like that stuff because it shows that you're on your way to trying to pull one over on me. Doesn't it? I don't know. Am I the only one that thinks that? Ford Explorer, 79 cents a mile. There we go. All right, we're in the ballpark. That seems like a pretty good rate. I'd call that one. Yukon, 61 cents a mile. No, I mean, no. QX80, 44. If it's a sedan, no. See, if it's an SUV, no. It's a new SUV. It should be more than 44 cents a mile. Am I wrong? It's a good idea to be lift and tow. Company check how long it takes to get pay. So you're not going to get all COD. Someone's just going to tell me I'm wrong because somebody gets all COD. But drivers that expect COD all the time, every load, you know, kind of bug me. Oh, cool, man. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see here. Here we go. All right, Posey. I like Posey loads because they do their homework. 2017 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD, 85 cents a mile comm check. That's right. Regular cab with utility body and ladder rack. So they give you all the information. There we go, and that's a fair rate. And frankly, if you're a preferred carrier with them, ask for more money. Find out what they're really looking for. Make a deal. Posey, again, 95 cents a mile. See what I'm talking about? And this is why. You can't run without a CDL and pick up stuff like this. Now, unfortunately, these trucks also have a length issue, so you're not going to be able to get 3 on a 3-car hauler. But I'm just saying, these trucks, oftentimes, that's what's moving. And, yeah, I mean, let's look at the weight. Let's think about weight here as we go through some more of this. I mean, you can get that ATV. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's actually, you know, that's interesting. Watch out for golf carts. I thought those would be easy. That was not easy. When can a car hauler charge besides transporting rate, for example, given a car with a child? Okay. You ask a really good question. The one and only asks, what can a car hauler charge besides transporting rate, for example, given a car has a jump, flat tire, etc.? You would think this listing right here tells you the answer, which is you don't get extra. Brokers don't think that way. It's like there is no a la carte, which is, you know, when you buy an entree at a time. I spent a long time without knowing what a la carte meant. A la carte, one at a time, right? You go to the buffet, you pick what you want. It's all the same price. That's kind of how a broker does it. It's all the same price. Yep, you're going to need your winch. All the same price. Definitely going to need a jump box. All the same price. Has no key, no tires. No one's ever heard of the vehicle. Same price. So I get kind of silly when I talk about brokers because I've been talked to like I'm silly. He's not going to pay extra for using your winch. He's saying it's included in the price. So this is a very difficult part of car hauling. How do we get... Help me out here, David. How do we get brokers to understand that additional services are going to have additional price? I really don't know. You tell them. You call them and say, I would call him and say, hey, sure, I got a winch. I'll be there at noon. And for that, it's $370. Click. I don't know why. I don't know how the industry got to this point, but that's basically what'll happen. But if it sits there long enough, here's what you do. You start looking at the other information. Now, I do not know this broker. Most of these brokers I don't know. I'm trying not to think about it. I'm talking about the load, so I'm not bashing individual brokers, okay? I really don't know Allstate Transport, and if I do, I don't realize it. Okay. It was posted today. So if you ask for more money today, they're going to say no. If it was posted 2 days ago and it's still sitting there, you got a much better chance of getting more money. They call them brokers for a reason. They make you broker. That's awesome, David. Okay, let's see here. Do I have... Let's check the game. Oh, man. Nope. Still 1-1. Okay. See, this is why you could totally... You could rebuild your engine during a baseball game. That's not fair. It's true, though. Freightliner, Toyota Tacoma, we looked at those. Anybody getting tired of looking at loads? Do we want to look at another area? Or is this helpful? It might be helpful. Pick up today? Oh, yeah. I'm definitely asking for more money. Pick up today. I know you're going to, even if it's normal, you're going to call me a million times, but pick up today? Man, that is, I almost never book that. I mean, even if I know I'm picking it up today, I'll still, you know, say I'm picking it up tomorrow. Something like that. Everything's an estimate. You could be in tip-top shape, headed over to get it, flat tire, who knows. Or I say, I'll pick it up today. What time do you close? 5 o'clock? And then suddenly you call me at 2. Oh my gosh, I gotta run to the bank. Anyways. There's too many unknowns. Which is why I spend a great deal amount of time talking to residential customers and educating them about car hauling. Hey, whoa! Something just happened here on the game, yo. Let's go to, can we see here? Dodgers just got 2 runs. It's 1-3. Shoot, man. Who saw that? Bottom of the 6th, 2 outs. Yeah, I didn't see it, but, that is interesting. My son shipped to Nova, Atlanta, South Carolina. Yeah, let's check that out. My son shipped to Nova from Tennessee to California. They charged him $1,200. Yeah, and the driver got paid $200. No. Driver got $900. Maybe $800. Let's see here. All right, let's check. And again, and that's why I don't fault brokers for making money. So they shouldn't fault drivers for making money. We all get to make money. Don't we? Can't we all just get along? All right. What do we got here? All right, so let's clear it out. I hit the refresh button to clear it. All right, South Carolina to Georgia. Let's do a region. Okay, we're not doing a city. We're going to do a region. We're going to pick South Carolina to Georgia. Now, what happens if Central Dispatch finds out that I'm broadcasting, if I'm streaming, searching for loads? Because I don't think it's ever really been done. Because nobody would be crazy enough to think that somebody would want to watch that. What happened to my screen, by the way? Maybe Central Dispatch found out what I was doing. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. What are we doing here? South Carolina to Georgia. Okay, yeah, I got it. South Carolina. And so, in case they are paying attention, I'll say this, is that for raking in as much money as you guys do, I'm surprised that the new look wasn't, like, mind-blowing. But, you know. Backhaul. Oh, yeah, that's right. Backhaul. Okay. I don't know. I don't know anybody whose mind is blown. And I know mine isn't, but it's pretty much the same as the old look, except it just has different font. So, would have loved to have been in on those meetings. South Carolina to Georgia. Honda Accord, 59 cents a mile, like it. There are so many brokers with previous business names. I wonder why. What do we got here? Okay, yeah. By the way, technically I got 10 minutes left in the show. But what I'll do is if my viewers stay over like 10, then I'll keep going until it drops down. If the Dodgers have more runs than I have viewers. Okay. Plus I still have to play my trucking game, which I'm excited about. Toyota Highlander, 75 cents a mile. Okay, but where are we going? Are we going to Atlanta? What's the best car hauler? Size 4, 7, or 9? Right. David's being nice. Definitely not 9. There's too many 9 car haulers out there. It's too much of a financial investment. And brokers don't care that you need to earn a living. You're going to haul a car. You're going to be digging through the trash to fill up spots 7, 8, and 9 and taking anything. It's just, you're breaking even. It's ridiculous. As a dispatcher, that's how it feels. I don't know how the driver feels. I mean, I've talked to some drivers. The drivers are looking for high-paying cluster loads, which is why you have a better chance of finding a unicorn. 4. Yeah, Atlanta. Okay, exactly. I would think brokers would hate this show. I don't know if I have any viewers that are brokers. I would like some viewers that are brokers, and then they, we can interact, secretly send me messages, and, I could be fair and balanced. Okay. Atlanta. Where in South Carolina are you coming from? What are we talking about? Shoot me a city. And by the way, South Carolina to Georgia is... I've done that run. We're talking Savannah. That is a tough run. It's too short, by the way. In Greenville, which may as well be Atlanta or Charlotte, South Carolina to Atlanta is a really short route, which is also why it's very hard to find a dispatcher that will work with those kind of short routes, because it's so busy. I mean, you're looking at $200 cars. Yeah, that's a truck. Orangeburg. I think there's an auction in Orangeburg. What you really need to do is if you're doing in South Carolina, Fort Mill to Atlanta. Do they even list cars on Central doing that? Fort Mill. Am I thinking? This is where I got to check the map, because I'm thinking of Greenville. Let's check Fort Mill. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, Charlotte. Right, okay, that's good. Charlotte to Atlanta, good. But if you were talking about, if you're trying to book a car from Greenville to Atlanta, that is so short of a distance. You can lose half a day moving that $100 car. But if you're doing Charlotte to Atlanta, yeah, that's understandable. All right, that helps. So let's go back through that. So since I know that, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this up, because I'm seeing all over the state, like Savannah. I don't want to see Savannah. So let's do Charlotte, NC. Which is why, again, like the tediousness of just punching in, it's hard. I think it's got to be hard for our car hauler bouncing around in the chair to do this on a tablet or phone. I know you can do it. It just seems like it'd be hard. I never do 100 miles around Atlanta, because that may as well be a different state. All right, what's best car hauler? 7 or 9? All right, I'm going to pick 7. 4 cars more profitable. Yeah, exactly. If I had to choose between a 3, 4, a 5, and a 7, I'd probably pick 5. But that's just because then, I mean, I'm salivating at like two 2500 HDs and a sedan, an SUV, and all right. See, these are 135, 150, $200 vehicles. So you just, if you book these cars, you have to have the time or know the area. I'm assuming you're local to this area. Now, what you can do, see United Road. See, oh, here we go. Same person. Oh yeah. Okay, Gastonia, Hickory to Winder, and in fact, in Winder, there is a Carvana, which you'll find loads coming out of there. Is it Winder? Or am I thinking of Rocky Ridge, which does customized trucks? Either way, when you see, oh, here's our Manor again. All right, call this guy. Here's my advice. Call this guy. Our Manor Chambers. Call him. Text him. Hey, I got a such and such car hauler. I'm going to be in Charlotte in the morning. And, you know, load me up. Definitely. And even if you're not signed up with United Road, just head down that path, right? Do it like a nice road trucker. Just hit the gas, move forward. Best car hauler, 709, Fort Mill. Okay. All right. How's the game going? Let's check the game again. As you can see, I like the idea of having the game on my app. It's pretty cool that that you can see a sporting event live without it going against, you know, the broadcast regulations. Like, they don't make enough money. Really? Okay. I mean, they got merchandise and I don't know. Just put it on TV. Just let me watch it. I don't have a VHS anymore. I'm not going to record it on VHS. Burn it to DVD. Those days are over, man. Oh, figure out the truck. Let's see. Figure out truck cost, insurance cost, heavy road tax, fuel plus the time to load and unload. Yeah, I've had several car haulers tell me that one of the problems that they see. Oh, 7th inning stretch. Cool, man. Let's turn it up. Since it's such a big deal. I don't know. I love the sound of the songs and the music and the feeling I get, so call me crazy. Let's see here. So, what else we got? Yeah, man. So, anyways, call that United Road contact. Start there. That is definitely something that you can do. Does anybody else want me to check another route? Let me check my email here. And I gotta say, man, thank you guys. Let me take this moment. Thank you guys for joining me tonight again. This is my 4th time going live with this show. And I appreciate every subscriber, every like. It means so much to my channel and to my videos. And I really, really appreciate it. It really means a lot. And it's fun for me. It's fun to share the knowledge. And I absolutely love seeing the interaction in the live chat. That is pretty awesome. Because the chances of us actually sitting down together at the same time, at the same truck stop, with the same schedules is literally impossible. So just the fact that we can join on a live stream is really awesome. I just really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. How many miles away should you drive from start? Say, okay, to make real money, Mevo72. Okay, the answer in the dispatch office is 500 to 1,000 miles. You can drive under 500 miles, but I don't like it. It's either going to be a problem on the first leg of our trip or on the back haul if it's too short. Because I may need to run a triangle. Getting drivers home is usually the hardest part for me in the dispatch. So if it's too short, then I'm spending the whole time just making phone calls, and I don't feel like real money was made. What's the average for 500 miles? That's, I mean, if you're thinking 50 cents a car average at 500 miles, I mean, you can do the math on that. Your goal as a 3-car hauler could be 5,000 a week. And that's working hard. I think I'm right on that. A 4-car, 5,000? Wait a minute, that sounds wrong. Let's double check the math on that. I mean, if you're going 1,000 miles plus, you can bring in 5, maybe 4 to 5,000. Yeah, 5,000 would probably be a max. Because like a 4-car, we were maxing out at. I ran a 4-car for a long time, and we were maxing out at $6,000 was I think as high as we could get. 5,500, 5,000. 5,000 was basically our regular goal on a 4-car, and that was running Monday through Friday. Could be Saturday. Yeah. But, I mean, rates go down. So, as long as you know your base level, this is what a lot of car haulers talk about. You've got to know your base level to break even for all of your expenses, plus the fact that you need to earn money because this is a job. And you have to know that threshold, whether it's a cents per mile, whether it's a weekly revenue, and then you just got to get above that. That's what you need to do. And so, you know, once you know those numbers, then all these numbers up here, you just need to fit them into that. And that's why when you're booking cars, this Toyota Camry, just one Toyota Camry paying $135 can be literally as much or more work than a $500 car going 900 miles. It really can be. So, because the driving is almost the easy part. I think, you know, you spend all, and that's why ELDs upset me, because it can take nearly the whole day just to get loaded. You gotta do some drop-offs, get loaded, move things around. You got traffic, people aren't on time, etc. The driving seems like it's the easy part, which, I mean, I can't say that for sure. I'm not a driver, but that's not the hard. Driving's not the hard part. Fighting the ELD is going to be the new hard part. It's ridiculous. So let's go back to that for a second, and then I'm gonna play a game. It's a trucking game on my app, on my phone. I don't know if I have much more to say here other than this ELDratings.com is a really interesting site in that it gives you a chance, once again, once you've gotten familiar with some of the ELDs out there that you may not know. And I wonder if you can call these companies and get a demonstration unit, because how do you know what ELD you're going to sign up for if you can't try it out? That's another problem with this hardware component. At least an app or a software you could try out. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, how is Drive ELD, other than having a great name, how are they gonna get folks to sign up? I mean, they have a low price, and that's 100. Drive ELD offers simple compliance for $99 a year. I don't know. Let's check it out, man. Drive ELD. I've never heard of it. I don't know anything about it. Monthly cost is $825. Well, let's do a search. Drive ELD. Drive ELD. Easy, low cost, reliable ELD compliance. And are they on our list? See? I don't know. I don't see them on here. Did I miss it? Let's just do a Control F. Drive. Driver Tech. Geo Tab. Driver Log. Dude, I don't even see them, dude. Eunice Drive. Okay, so why am I going to buy Drive ELD? They're not even on the FMCSA list. Now, if they are and I don't see them, I'm sorry, Drive ELD. I really am. I hadn't even thought about your company until about 2 minutes ago. But I don't see you on the FMCSA approved list. Now, maybe there's companies not on this list, or maybe it hasn't been entered correctly. But here I am, I'm a trucker. I sign up, and then if you're not approved, how do I explain that at the DOT station? Actually, I was talking with Stoneridge about this earlier, and I mean, there literally could be situations where a driver is sitting at DOT trying to explain that they assumed the company was an authorized FMCSA ELD provider, and for some reason, if the records don't show that, you know, then pre-order available 2017 pre-order. Are you saying it's not even out yet? Pre-order? Dude. I don't know, man. I don't think it's out yet. Learn more. Does it? I mean, who has time? Oh. Wait. Drive ELD completes mandatory documentation. Okay, they can. Oh. No way. Your ELD compliant solution is coming 2017. Pre-order. Dude. So if it's not ready, if it's not authorized, if it's not here, and this is just a pre-order situation, to me, I wouldn't put this on my ELD ratings website. Eventually, some of the opinions I express, by the way, these are all opinions that I'm expressing, and none of what I've said is based on any facts other than what you're witnessing here. So, if anybody wants to review the tape and ask why Jay said on a live stream X, it would be that I found it right here on your website. It sounds like it doesn't exist yet. So, I don't know. And unfortunately, I've been through that route. I made a video out of something that doesn't exist yet. If you haven't seen it, let's go ahead and plug. I'm going to plug my video now. Auto load logic. Auto carrier software that may or may not exist. So, alright, let's check the game and then wrap this up. So, it is 1-3. The Dodgers are looking to win Game 1 unless Houston's got 2 more innings to pull this out. It's not looking likely. Dodgers have had the advantage the entire game. So we've got Forsythe at bat. He's got 1 strike, 2 outs. And there's pitchers in the bullpen warming up. On deck we have Barnes. And, of course, our pitcher, Peacock. We'll get the wind-up, the toss. Oh! Looks like he threw his 4th ball, so Forsythe is going to walk. And Seager moves to second. Stoneridge ELD is authorized. Oh, yeah. This is what's so great. I'm so glad you asked that. And then I'll wrap this up, is that Stoneridge, I told them they need to broadcast this. Stoneridge is an ELD provider in Europe. They actually already do this in Europe, so they already know what they're doing. In Europe, it's called a tachograph or tachograph, and they make the the SE5000 exact duo tachograph. So they're already doing it. They've already figured out how to do it. It's not like they're not a startup. And they really should tell the industry that, because at that price point, I mean, if they're competitive with a pre-order now, we're hoping maybe solution, then, man, I mean, that's almost a no-brainer if the price is competitive with that. You're talking about an established international ELD provider that can get you in at $600 for 3 years. Blue Ink, we should look at that one. Blue Ink Bit ELD. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, Blue Ink ELD. Let's look at it. Oh, I'm losing viewers. Guys, we're going to wrap this up. Blue Ink ELD. So the better choice is 4,500. Awesome, man. We should have a prize for the live chat member that gets the most advice during one show. In fact, you know what, Dave? We need to get you running the switcher so you can do the graphics and the titles. Monitor the audio. Sounds like a good deal. Light on extra features. No ongoing monthly costs. Simple and easy to use app. Easy to install. I'll tell you what, I would really like if Blue Ink would send me, well, I don't know if sending it to me is the best idea. FMCSA registered. There we go. So they know what they're talking about. This actually sounds pretty good so far. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to ask somebody. Would somebody please evaluate this for the group and let us know how Blue Ink ELD stacks up? I'd be really curious. So, all right. Okay, I want to play my, see, did we get another out here? Looks like the Dodgers just caught that. 1-3. Okay. Yep. All right, I think this game is probably, I'm going to call it for the Dodgers. So let's do some heavy trucking. Alright, I just downloaded this. This is awesome. Can you see my... Okay, here we go. Alright. Yeah. Let's choose the buttons. Okay, so I don't know much about this game, but I do know that you got to choose level 1. And, okay, you got to load woods and deliver it to the construction site. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I've got steering directions and a gas pedal. Alright, here we go. I totally botched it my first time playing. So I'm gonna try and be a little more careful. I don't want to upset the dispatcher. After all, he worked really hard to book all this. Okay. Now, I'm assuming those green things were the wood. So now I need to get on here. And that's looking pretty decent. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I hit the hook. I've not done this before. Oh, yeah. Awesome, man. That was awesome. Oh, no. Oh, dude. Oh, no. I didn't read the instructions. Did it say unload? I'm just driving. Oh, no, I can't go. Okay. So. Oh, there's my... Okay, there's my unload spot. Alright, so flipping into reverse. Okay, this isn't good. Alright. Flipping into drive. Ah. This is hard. It's fun, though. Oh, no! I'm, like, off the road. Oh, dude. Ah. Come on, man. This is why I'm a dispatcher. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, alright. Oh, I think I got it. Yes. That was so awesome. Okay, man. Well, I'm gonna end this episode now. So, yeah, that game is fun, man. I gotta find out I don't know which game it is. But maybe, I'll tell you what, let's see if we can find it real quick, and maybe we can all play that. We can compare our high scores. I went to the, let's see here, I went to the Play Store, and I went and I looked up, I think it was Trucking Games. Okay, and then it was Heavy Truck Simulator. No. Here we go. Heavy Truck Driver Simulator by Secure 3D Studios. So, David, I expect you to download. It's a good thing you have insurance. I expect you to download this game, and we're gonna see who gets the high score in virtual truck driving, because I need some street cred with something. So, hey, what's up, Days of Bliss? You can watch the replay of the stream, and yeah, Days of Bliss. Also, I want you to do this. Heavy Truck Driver Simulator by Secure 3D Studios. Go ahead and download that, install it, and then we can all play. Let's go. I'm going to the next level on this thing. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. Load wooden boxes and deliver it to the construction site. Alright, let's try it. Let's see if I can get through level 2. Oh, yeah. Breaker! Oh! Oh, no. Oh, that is not good. Okay. Let's try to straighten out here. Whoa, this is insane. Oh, my gosh. Okay, let's back her up. What the? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go for it. Oh, come on. Really? This is hard. Oh, no way. Won't turn. This is so much fun, man. You've got to play this game. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'm out of here. I'm going to try and master this later. Cool, man. He's already got it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on Auto Transport Intel. I'm Jay. I'm the car hauling dispatcher. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I've had so much fun. I hope it's been educational. I hope you've made new friends in the live chat. Please email each other and keep on doing what you do. And be careful out there. Watch the roads. Watch the crazy drivers. And get your ELD solution at least in the pipeline so that you're right on track. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for all the likes, the subscriptions, the comments, and the shares. I'm Jay, and you guys take care. All right, I'll see you next time.